Hi, I'm Marty Nimco. This is another of my fictional short stories. This one is called The Dance of Decline. Although I'm a man, this fiction is written from a female wife's perspective. My husband and I have been together for 53 years, and we're approaching our final descent, although we hope for a long glide path. We play this dance. We try not to mention each other's decline, except for minimizing it. For example, "Oh, you were complaining about your back when you were just 50. Or we do face-saving things. My memory is better than my husband's, so today I emailed him. "You have an unusually busy day today. I figure it doesn't hurt to list all the items I remember you have to do. I'm sure I've left out stuff that you remember." I'd imagine that internally we both harbor some selfish thoughts like, "I hope I'm not slowing down as much as my spouse is," and "I hope he doesn't get much worse. Ever more is going to be on me." When I notice a new decline in our spouse, I'm sad, but I'm grateful it isn't me. Part of the dance of decline is to do nice things for each other, little things like an extra compliment or a small gift. I just got my husband Dave Barry's autobiography, Class Clown, which he wrote at the age of 77. But I don't give such gifts when he's had a noticeable exacerbation. That would feel a little like flowers at a funeral. Of course, our age peers are also in decline. When we get together, we rarely talk about that, because there rarely is a solution. Talking about it just keeps the problems top of mind. We seem happier as queens of denial. The decline is harder on my husband because men die 6 years younger and earlier of all top 12 causes of death. There are 3 widows for every widower. Yet despite the popular perception, funding for gender-specific medical research has long been mainly on women. Privately, I'm grateful for that. From 1998 to 2019, the latest year studied, the National Institutes of Health, the U.S.'s largest funder of health research, has spent more than twice as much on gender-specific research on women. Contrary to common belief, when women are excluded from a trial, it's not because of a bunch of sexist men leaving them out. It's because men are bigger risk-takers and thus are more willing to be the subject in a medical experiment. Women also are excluded from drug trials if they're of childbearing age because the researchers don't want to subject a possible fetus to the effects of an adult dose, let alone of an experimental drug. But dare I bring any of this up to my girlfriends, the glib response is usually, "Well, if men only saw the doctor more." No, there's rational reason my husband doesn't run to doctors. Cost, defensive medicine tests, difficulty in scheduling, false positives, misdiagnoses, cures that are worse than the disease, and so on. Besides, the main reason men live in worse health and die sooner is that men's cardiovascular system degenerates faster. Estrogen does protect. I feel grateful and a little guilty. For reasons I can't understand, we both seem to be trying ever harder to be good spouses, which does mean being graceful in our dance of decline. In any event, that's the dance of decline. By the way, for every one of those medical assertions, I do have a link in the text version of this, which is going to be on medium.com. I'll have a link to that below. In any event, I thank you for watching. I welcome your thumbs up and accept your thumbs down. I always look forward to your comments and especially like it if you hit the share button below. Share on your social media so that my efforts can have broader impact. And I am flattered if you choose to subscribe to my channel, and certainly would welcome you taking a look at any of my 35 books. Perhaps most relevant to this would be senior stories or relationship stories, but all 35 are on Amazon. In any event, I thank you for watching. I am Marty Nemco.